The sun is out, the sky is blue, there's not a cloud, well there is, to spoil my view, but it's not raining in my heart. Welcome to Garden 36527.
So I'm just getting the chillies out the greenhouse, as Nibs has asked me. I personally think we've got them far too big and they were in far too late, as they haven't ripened in time and now they're starting to rot on the plants. So hopefully next year we'll get them in sooner, and I think we should kind of try and not prune them, but just try and stop them being too big and bushy and concentrate on what we have got. Just an idea, no doubt you'll tell me different, but there you go. So that's what's happening with our chillies. They're going rotten at the bottom, so I'm picking them.
And that's our greenhouse harvest. Okay, chillies, peppers and tomatoes. Sorry about Bucket in the background. We're sort of fairly pleased. The peppers aren't very big, the chillies haven't ripened so they're all green, and the tomatoes have been pretty good actually. I transferred the slow wine into demijohns. They're fermenting really pretty good, and my cider's nearing completion, okay, of the stage it's in at the moment. I'm looking at some of the jobs for the weekend. That needs cutting up and that needs composting. And in the greenhouse things are looking different. Those are remaining tomatoes, so it's looking a bit lighter in here now. And all of the chillies and peppers, they've come out. And my follow-on tomatoes, they're still doing quite well. Cut that all up now in there, and since I've been doing that, Claire's cleaned out the geese, so their bedding will be going in there at some point. I'll get Claire to give me a lift up with that to make it nice and simple. And there's the patio now, it's done. It's been sealed, okay, and it looks really good to us. And all of those slabs are recycled, so nothing goes to waste at this house. Done, and that's it for me for the day. I'm going back in the house. Looking forward to hopefully some nice weather tomorrow and Sunday. And this is my next experiment. I'm going to try and grow some mushrooms. Now I have bought a pack of mushroom spawn. I'm going to put that in. But if this wants to be sustainable, you need to be able to generate the spawn. Okay, and that's the next stage of what I'm going to try and do. These are coffee grounds, and if you go to a coffee shop, most coffee shops will give you those away free of charge. I'm just going to put those into the tray, the spawn. Put the spawn in now, and I'm just going to cover that with a very thin layer of more coffee grounds. Just outside now, and I'm going harvesting. Going to see what I can find. See what I can forage. Oh, yeah. Bit of kale. Awesome kale. Our favourite. Going back in now to eat the kale. Morning. And today's gonna be about tidying up the new patio area. Got some excess wood around the edge. We use that as a line to put the slabs down. Just gonna pull that out first of all. Shouldn't take long. And just moving one or two of the slabs just to get them a bit more level. And then we'll cover this whole area with some fresh stone. Level the slabs now, and we're just filling up now with stone. Cue the music. I've been given these, which are amaryllis. I'm going to split them down and put them into individual pots and see how they grow on. That's it, all the amaryllis potted up. Okay, so I'm hoping at least a few of those will really do well. And I've done another pot of white, paper white daffodils, and that's for us for Christmas. Okay, so that was my next job. Morning, and today the weather is, well, I can't see because it's a bit of a whiteout, but I'm definitely going to get outside today at some point. But I'm going to start in the house. Now I'm getting a few questions from Gardening 365's videos, and I like questions because that means people are watching my videos. And the first question was set by Paul Tibbets. What am I doing with chilies? I'm preserving them by putting them in ice cube trays, a little bit of water, freezing them. They'll last all year. And I've got it already done a few trays just like that. And when they're frozen, put them in a bag. All year chilies. 365. Ginger, looking good. Has been in 2 and a bit months maybe. Second ginger, not quite as advanced, definitely doing well. No sign of the turmeric yet. Hyacinth's looking really good. The amaryllis hasn't shown much improvement on last week, but it's definitely still growing. And a new member of the household, this is known as bird as paradise. Okay, and hopefully I can get this to bloom, and it is one of the most spectacular plants ever. So I'm looking forward to showing you this over the next few weeks. And the plant of the year, hibiscus, is back out in flower, and there's another couple of buds waiting to come out into flower as well. Definitely plant of the year. And the jungle plants are doing well, and the green plants doing well too. Just pull some carrots out of the intermediate rows that I grew. They'll be for storing, so what I'm going to do in a minute is grade them so the bigger ones will be stored and the smaller ones then we'll use straight away, and the tops are going to go in there for feed. That's my next little job. Is it a carrot? Is it a parsnip? No, it's albino carrot. Never seen one like that before. That's a first. So I've graded them down. Those are the good ones, and those are the ones that we'll keep. Those are the smaller ones, or ones with sort of marks on them. And those are ugly fruits. Those are what they sell in the wonky section. Those would be normal price. Some of those would even be premium because they're little baby carrot type things. And those are the cheap ones. Now have a guess what? They all taste exactly the same. Now some of those I'm going to use later in a soup, and the soup will be blitzed. It doesn't matter what they look like, they'll taste delicious. And I'm just going to take them in the house now because it's wet out here and I want them to dry off as much as possible before we store them. And we've still got quite a few follow-on carrots yet to pull, so we'll pull them another time. We'll let them grow a little bit more yet before we pull them. I'm looking down the tunnel of love. And the broccolis are definitely maturing. There's going to be one of those on my Sunday dinner plate soon. And there's part of the whole chicken house all cut up, and we'll use that for kindling. What do I always say? Nothing goes to waste at this house. So that's kindling for the coming years. And the very best news of the weekend, our greenhouse is being extended. So that's phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 will be on the very end there, and at the end will be 30 foot. Can't wait to get it all done. The bad news from the weekend is my incinerator died. They are not very good. Okay, and that's lasted less than a season. What a load of rubbish. It's burnt. And 2 pretty full bags of kindling. So I'm pretty pleased with that. And this is pretty much the weather we've had all day today, and drizzle at times. But we've got outside, and that's the most important thing. Not really doing gardening as such today, but we have definitely been in the garden, and that's what it's all about. And I feel better now. It's about 3:30. I'm going inside, gonna have something to eat and relax for the evening. Well, that concludes Garden 36527. Join us next week for Gardening 36528. Keep inviting your friends to Facebook. Please subscribe to YouTube, and have a fantastic week. See you next time. Bye. Oh, and by the way, if anyone local's got an oil drum, we'd love to have one. If anybody would like to kindly donate one, because ours is bust.